It's hard to imagine someone more dedicated to protecting the Earth than Goku. For this Saiyan, fighting is less than a hobby and more of a lifestyle. He's almost impossible to defeat, but the key word here is almost. From time to time, he encounters an enemy even he struggles to take down. We'll introduce you to some of the immensely powerful villains who gave Goku a run for his money. But before we take a look at who went head-to-head with Goku and emerged victorious, subscribe to CBR and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss any of our Dragon Ball videos. Without further ado, let's get started. Piccolo. As fans of the Dragon Ball franchise, we love a good redemption story. Maybe that's why Piccolo has always been such a fan favorite. Sure, he started out as a bad guy, but he's shown amazing tenderness at times. He's even forged a father-son type relationship with Goku's son, Gohan. Piccolo is the son and reincarnation of Demon King Piccolo, and he started out as a mortal enemy of Goku. He's a powerful warrior and someone you definitely don't want as a foe. We saw him go head-to-head with Goku during the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, where Piccolo showed his opponent no mercy. He broke all of Goku's limbs and even laughed about it at the time. Although Goku came out ahead in that battle, it was a narrow victory which did nothing to quell Piccolo's need for vengeance. Eventually, Piccolo found himself working side by side with Goku in order to defeat Raditz. It was an uneasy alliance born out of pragmatism, but even Raditz couldn't help but notice that Piccolo was almost as powerful as Goku. Despite this, Goku didn't even survive the match, and it was up to Piccolo to defeat Raditz. Although the fighting between Goku and Piccolo was always entertaining, the hardest fight of all was earning Piccolo's respect. It didn't come easy, but Piccolo went from being an incredible villain to a powerful ally. Frieza. When it comes to villains, none of them have gone head-to-head with Goku as many times as Frieza. In fact, many consider him to be the show's primary antagonist. He's fought valiantly in the Namek, Frieza, Trunks, Gods of the Universe, and Golden Frieza sagas. Frieza is a villain who controls his own army, and is known for being ruthless and cunning. Unlike many of the other characters, Frieza isn't constantly flying off the handle. He likes to present a more civilized front, but don't let this cause you to underestimate him. He's most commonly referred to as the most evil guy in Universe 7. Now, battles in Dragon Ball tend to be a little bit on the long side. We all know that. But Goku and Frieza took this to the next level when they went head-to-head on the planet Namek. This battle is 20 episodes long, which makes it an eternity, even by the lax standards of this show. In fact, it looked as though Frieza might actually come out on top until he defeated Goku's BFF, Krillin. The battle was undeniably epic, and is considered one of the most greatest anime fights of all time. We think Frieza deserves recognition for holding his own during this lengthy battle with Goku. Cell. Next up, we have a villain who gives an all-new meaning to the term Hell in a Cell. One villain is tough enough to beat, but Dr. Gero created Cell to be the best parts of the greatest fighters around. He was created for the sole purpose of destroying Goku, making him an enemy who's both powerful and relentless. During the Cell saga, we saw these two go head-to-head, and it took everything Goku had in order to land a substantial blow on Cell. Despite being blasted in half, Cell manages to keep up the fight against Goku. Eventually, things get even more intense. Goku realizes that the battle against Cell has two possible outcomes. Either he or Cell will destroy one another, or they'll destroy the Earth. Because of this, Goku eventually decides to forfeit the battle against Cell, much to the shock and dismay of his teammates. In the end, it falls upon Goku's son Gohan to take down Cell once and for all. There has been a lot of speculation about whether or not Gohan's power surpasses that of his father, Goku, and this incident seems to prove this is the case. Boo! Just because he's known as Kid Buu doesn't mean this character isn't an immensely powerful enemy. He's a form of Majin Buu, and don't let his size fool you. He may be small, but this super powerful being packs a mighty punch. During the Kid Buu saga, we see him trying to destroy the Earth using an energy ball. His first attempt is thwarted by Vegeta, but his second energy ball was one which even the mighty Goku couldn't stop. Instead, he makes an escape which only causes Kid Buu to take off after him. He teleports from planet to planet, becoming increasingly enraged at his inability to locate Goku. So he does what anyone would do in this situation and simply destroys all of the planets along the way. Not only does Kid Buu pack a serious punch, but he doesn't face the same physical limits as Goku. While trying to defeat Kid Buu, Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3, which is the only way he can match his strength. However, the transformation takes its toll on Goku, who ends up being defeated by Kid Buu. Really, it's only his memories of Good Buu which end up weakening him at all. In a straight-up battle, it seems as though Kid Buu's strength surpasses that of Goku himself. Goku Black. Although his true identity is Zamasu, this character stole the body of Goku in an effort to destroy all mankind. Future Bulma gave him the moniker Goku Black, and it just kinda stuck. He might look like Goku, but Black hates all mortals with an intense passion and is utterly dedicated to destroying them all. Insert evil laughter. He heard about the strength of Goku and decided to take it for himself using the Super Dragon Balls. Once his body swapping wish was granted, he decided to take out Goku and his entire family. He also teamed up with future Zamasu and quickly became immortal, and then took out all the Supreme Kais. Well, that's That's pretty darn evil. Thanks to some time manipulation, Goku Black ends up facing against a real Goku, and the resulting battle is epic. Eventually, Goku learned that Black killed his wife Chi-Chi and his son Goten, but even his rage and anguish isn't enough to help him defeat Black. In fact, if it wasn't for some tricky time manipulation, Black might have never been defeated at all. It's pretty darn hard to fight against someone who can tear holes in time itself on a whim, which is a lesson that Goku learned the hard way. When Goku Black and Zamasu turned into fused Zamasu, time travel saved the day and erased him from existence. Zamasu. Whether or not he's in his Black Goku form, there's no denying that Zamasu is a powerful enemy. The first time he went up against Goku was part of his training, and he was easily defeated. This battle further cemented the raw hatred that Zamasu has towards mortals and inspired him to work harder in order to eliminate them. All things considered, it's a pretty dire takeaway. When it comes to villains, Zamasu definitely stands out from the rest. Not only is he able to take down major characters, but ultimately, he pretty much won the war. If it wasn't for time manipulation, Zamasu would have succeeded in his goal to destroy all of mankind. That's a pretty scary realization and a testament to how powerful Zamasu is. Regardless of his current form, and thanks to multiple timelines, Zamasu is able to call upon Goku Black as an incredibly powerful ally. He's even turned upon his own master, Goku, who wasn't on board with the whole Project Zero Mortals thing. When Goku protested too much, Zamasu didn't hesitate to take him down. Some villains have complicated motivations and complex personalities, but Zamasu is much more single-minded. This, coupled with his incredible abilities, make him an almost unstoppable opponent, and since his goal is to wipe out all mortals and start over, this makes him absolutely unredeemable. Hit. Another dangerous enemy is the powerful assassin Hit. He shows Goku a great deal of respect, but this doesn't mean he doesn't also try to destroy him. Hit admires Goku's power and claims he's one of the few people who he has to work hard to battle against. He's been an assassin for almost 1,000 years, and you could say he's got it down to an art at this point. During the Universe 6 saga in Dragon Ball Super, Hit entered a tournament and ended up fighting against Goku. At first, Hit lives up to his name and lands a series of devastating blows on his opponent. He wonders why Goku doesn't simply transform into his Super Saiyan, but Goku explains this uses up too much of his stamina. It takes an obscenely long time for Hit to bother taking his hands out of his pockets, which demonstrates how fearsome of an opponent he is. It takes Goku transforming into Super Saiyan Blue for him to finally gain the upper hand in this ferocious fight, but even then, Hit doesn't go down so easily. In fact, both Goku and Hit end up throwing the match, ending things with a friendly handshake. We think it's probably lucky for Goku that he ended up making Hit a friend instead of an enemy. Jiren. Another enemy of Goku who fights with integrity is Jiren the Grey. Although his parents were brutally slain, Jiren dedicated his life to gaining strength. His hard work and perseverance paid off, and he ultimately became more powerful than even a god of destruction. Becoming a god of destruction is a valid career path for some, but Jiren just wasn't interested. We got to see a demonstration of his power during the Universe Survival Saga when he entered the Tournament of Power. When Goku tries to greet him, Jiren manages to end up right behind him, a move which shocked Goku. During the tournament, Jiren showed off more of his incredible abilities. He was able to completely avoid his opponent's blows and scared off Rabanra with a single glance. When it's time for him to fight against Goku, Jiren's ki easily negates the effect of Goku's Kamehameha. Even turning Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 2 didn't have an impact on the flow of the battle. It's not until Goku uses Super Saiyan Blue when he can even stand on equal footing with Jiren's abilities. But even then, a full-on Spirit Bomb does nothing to damage the mighty warrior. After pulling out all the stops, Goku and Frieza managed to eliminate Jiren and themselves from the tournament, but just barely. Broly. Since he's finally going to be a part of the Dragon Ball Super canon after all this time, let's take a moment to talk about Broly. When we first met Broly, he was being controlled by his father, Paragus. This seemed too cruel initially, but eventually, we could see why he felt the need to keep Broly in check. This legendary Super Saiyan is absolutely ruthless and has an immense amount of power. When Broly was born, his power level was already at 10,000, putting him in league with King Vegeta. As an adult, his power is a thing to behold, and even the mighty Goku has no match for him. During Dragon Ball Z, Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, he easily took on Goku, Gohan, future Trunks, Piccolo, and Vegeta. Being able to dispatch that all-star lineup is something few beings are capable of. During the movie, his own dad considers having a comet crush him because Broly's power has grown so out of control. Although Goku eventually overpowered him, going through a near-death experience ultimately made Broly stronger, as we learned during Dragon Ball Z, Broly, Second Coming. We can't wait to just see how strong this legendary Super Saiyan becomes in the upcoming movie Dragon Ball Super, Broly. We have a feeling Goku will definitely have his work cut out for him. Raditz. One of Goku's greatest enemy also happens to be a member of his family. Raditz is Goku's older brother, and although they look similar, they couldn't be more different. Raditz revels in the bloody legacy of the Saiyans and is shocked when Goku doesn't want to participate. To help inspire Goku, Raditz kidnaps little Gohan and orders Goku to destroy 100 people if he ever wants to see his son again. Suffice to say, this wasn't a happy family reunion for anyone involved. During the fight, Raditz easily overpowers his brother and takes great delight in hurting him. He even manipulates Goku into letting him have the upper hand at one point. Despite Piccolo pointing out that it was an obvious ploy. Unable to defeat Raditz, Goku does manage to subdue him long enough for Piccolo to take him out. Of course, by doing so, he also takes out Goku, so it's hard to really consider this one a win. At least Gohan ended up safe, and because of this incident, he ended up being mentored by Piccolo. We've shown you some of the strongest Dragon Ball villains around, but there are tons more out there. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Are you excited for Super Dragon Ball Broly? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more Dragon Ball content. Thanks for watching.